Namaste everyone and welcome to today's yoga practice. In today's class, we're going to aim at doing a 40-minute practice that will help you to re-energize yourself, feel like the best version of who you are, and really get in touch with yoga as a philosophy and a way of life. So I invite you now to join us on the mat and come into the center of your mat as you settle down. We're going to keep our practice simple and very accessible. So even if you haven't practiced for a long time or you're a beginner, this class will be easy for you to follow. And if anything feels too challenging, of course, try to slow down, take your time and do the best you can. So without much further ado, let's get started with today's class. You're going to come into a simple Sukhasana pose with your legs crossed in position. We're going to keep our hands in Gyan Mudra like this with the thumb and the index finger touching, placing it at your knees. Now roll your shoulders up and back as your chest remains open. Eyes remain gently closed and you place the attention onto your breath. Now with the attention on your breath, just take a moment to ground yourself, to feel the ease and relaxation in your body, and to really feel the depth of practice, the pause in your breathing, the pranic energy flowing through your body, and just take your time to experience it, to feel its power, and to really observe how this sensation feels inside your body. And as you feel yourself really settling down, we're now going to place our right hand on the abdomen, the left hand on top of the chest, and we're just going to press both these areas inwards, feeling the impact of the breath and the body, and just taking 3 long and deep breaths as you settle down. So let's take a deep breath in. Exhale as you relax. Breathe in again. Breathe out as you relax. And the last one, breathing in and breathing out as you relax. Now very gently, we're going to bring our hands into a namaskara at the center of our chest. And as you sit up nice and tall, let's move now towards our 3 Om chants to begin today's practice and to really enter into a meditative space. So taking a deep and long breath in. Breathing in. And breathing in. And as you feel this power and vibration of the Om, just stay with the sound, take your time as you feel its power and its radiance. And finally now we're going to move towards the start of our practice, which will be our spinal movement section. So you're going to keep your eyes closed, keep your palms pressed in, and simply follow along with my voice. And as you take a deep breath, inhale as you lift your arms all the way up to the top. So stretching as high as you can, really lifting your body, feeling the palms lifting upwards, elbows touching your head and your ears, and shoulders expanded upwards to the top. We're going to stay here as we breathe for 1, 2, 3, expanding your chest, continuing to lengthen your spine, 4, and 5. As you let go, you're going to take the right hand down to the right side into a deep lateral stretch. And as your hand touches the floor, the other arm stretches over and across. And you're going to look upwards beyond your armpit and your arm. And stay here to hold for 1, 2, 3. Really feeling that outstretched feeling in your arm and your chest, 4, and 5. As we switch, we're going to move in the opposite direction, very gracefully switching over. Your left hand comes down, the other arm stretches up and then across, and you move sideways and out. Again, try to keep your chest open, keep leaning across, slightly looking upwards as you hold and stay for 1, 2, 3. Keep trying to straighten your upper elbow as you keep stretching, 4, and 5. As you come all the way up to the top, take a deep breath, lift both your arms as high as you can, palms facing the front. And as we exhale, we're going to go down and forward. As you come to the floor, stretch your arms to the front, drop your head onto the ground. And we're going to stay here. I know for some of you it may be difficult to touch all the way. If you can stay halfway, even that is good enough. Just try to lean forward and then hold in position. So staying here for 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. As you inhale, slowly lifting your arms, coming all the way up to the top, stretching your whole body, lift up as high as you can. Exhale, take your hands back behind your body with your fingers interlocked, lean backwards, and really try to straighten your elbows, okay? So you're feeling your shoulders opening at the front and pulling backwards, head up, chest up, chin up. We hold for 1, 2, 3, keeping your chest up and active, 4, and 5. We're going to gently let go as we lift our hands all the way up to the top once again, interlocking your fingers and lifting the arms as high as you can. Now stay here for just about 3 breaths, getting a good stretch once again for 1, 2, 3, and 4. Now we're going to join the palms at the top as you press upwards, twist your trunk to the right side, and then exhale and come all the way down. So you're going to touch your hands to the floor, drop your head onto the ground, and continue to move sideways and out, right? So you're going onto the side, hold and breathe for 1, 2, 3. Over here, make sure your opposite knee stays on the ground and it does not rise up, 4, and 5. As you inhale, let's come all the way up to the top, lifting your hands, stretching your arms as high as you can, twist to the left side. We're going to exhale again, make our way down, take your hands to the floor, drop down, and stay here for 1, 2. Remember to keep pressing your opposite knee into the floor while your arms stretch out and forward, 5, 6, and 7. We're going to inhale, lifting the arms all the way up to the top. As you come back, stretch your body as high as you can. Exhale, come all the way down, take your time, release and relax. So with that, we finished majority of our spinal movements. We're now going to go into a spinal twist, which is a really simple yet effective movement. So let's take our right hand. We're going to place it onto the left knee like this. And the other hand, which is your left hand, is going to come all the way behind. And you're going to look backwards, chin in line with your back shoulder. And as you twist in position, keep turning, keep twisting, and hold for 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Switching positions. We're going to take the left hand onto the knee, the other hand goes backwards. Again, twisting. Take your chin in line with your shoulder. Hold 1, 2, turning back, 3, 4, and 5. As you come back to the center, place your hands onto your knees, take a deep breath, give yourself a big and wide smile, and let's get started for our next section. So now we're going to move into the tabletop position, and then we're going to transition to standing asanas. So let's shift position, coming onto all fours like this. Okay, so your palms are on the ground, knees are on the ground, and you want to make sure your shoulder and your wrist is in a straight line, and your knee and your hip is also in a straight line. Now from here, take a deep breath as you inhale, arch your spine, gazing upwards between your eyebrows. Exhale as you round and let the spine curve inwards, chin to your chest. Once again, inhale, lifting up to the top. Exhale, round the spine, take your time and all the way inwards. Continuing this way for 3 more rounds, you're going to feel that stretch and that gentle movement along your spine as you inhale, feeling the power of the practice as you open to the front. Exhale, feel your body rounding in, curve inwards, chin to your chest, head down. 2 more times as you inhale, coming all the way up. Wonderful, you're doing amazing. I know you can feel this in your spine. Exhale, let's curve all the way in, turning down and inwards. And our final one now, all together, we're going to inhale, come up. And it really feels amazing on the spine as we feel the body expanding to the top. Exhale, feel your shoulders and your spine curving in as you come all the way down. Wonderful. Now from here, we're going to tuck the toes in as we prepare and come up into a downward dog position. So you're going to press your heels onto the ground as much as you can. Drive your palms into the floor and let your hips go higher. And keep taking your forehead and your head closer to the ground. Okay, I know in the beginning it might feel a bit challenging, but try your best to push up, pull your abdominal muscles in, and bring your head to the floor. We're going to stay here as well for about 5 counts, breathing slow and steady. For 1, 2, feeling this on your hamstrings, shoulders, upper back, everywhere actually that you can feel it, and hold. 5 and 6. We're going to inhale, transition to the front as you shift your body weight forward and come into the upward facing dog. So now you're in this pose, your elbows are locked in, your feet are flat, your chest is expanded, and you're going to turn to look behind across your right shoulder. So as you look back, try to gaze at your right heel, turn behind and hold. 1, 2, and 3. Turn across to the opposite side, across through your left shoulder as you gaze behind. Again, for 1, 2, and 3. Return to the center and really push your chest, take your head up and back. Relax your shoulders for 1, 2, and 3. We're going to tuck the toes in, take your time as you get ready, and push back into a simple and easy downward dog. Alright, from here we're going to switch now to our standing asanas. So we're all going to walk the hands in, and as the hands come in, you can remain down here for a moment, palms pressed into the ground. If this is challenging, you can also hold your ankles. Staying here for 1, 2, and 3. We're going to inhale, lift the arms up as you stretch up to the top. Exhale, let go of your hands, come all the way down. We're going to walk over to the center of our mat. Take a deep breath, relax yourself, and breathe. Alright, so now we're going to get started with our standing asanas. The first one we're going to do is a fairly simple practice called Tadasana. So for this one, we're going to keep our feet together, palms facing the front. Take a long and deep breath. As you inhale, lift your arms up to the top. Now as you come up, interlock your fingers and pull up as high as you can. And this itself feels like such an amazing and incredible stretch. But to activate even further, you're going to come up on your toes. Alright, I know that balance can be a little challenging, but you're going to come up on your toes, open your chest, look forward, and breathe over here. Now the key to this asana is to focus on any one point and just keep your attention there. Let's remain in silence and count here now for 1, 2. Remember to keep a light smile on your face. You're enjoying the practice and your body is opening up so beautifully with this pose. 5, 6, 7, and 8. And now we're slowly going to bring our heels back down onto the ground, but your arms are going to stay up in the air in the same position, and we're going to go into a deep lateral stretch. So you're up here already, take a deep breath in, exhale and move laterally across to the right side. And as you stretch, keep your elbows active and keep your chest expanded, feeling this in your left oblique muscles. Move across and let's hold together for 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. As you inhale, come all the way up to the top, take a deep breath, move across to the left. We're going to take the arms again over and across, and it's already going to feel like a pretty deep stretch on your right oblique muscles. Open up, straighten your elbow, and breathe for 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Great work. We're going to come all the way up to the top. Take a deep breath here. And let's go into a forward fold. So you're going to exhale. I'm going to turn this way so you can see better. But exhale, come down and forward. Push your hips back. Take the hands to the floor. Initially, your fingertips can touch the ground. Eventually, full palm down, head down, and body engaged. Staying here for 1, 2, 3. This is really, really good, of course, for your hamstrings, thighs, mid-back, lower back. And you want to go down as much as possible and have your abdomen touch your thighs. 6, 7, and 8. We're going to inhale, come all the way up to the top as we lift the body. Exhale, take the hands back behind you. Interlock your fingers and push the hips forward. So the hips go to the front. Your arms stretch behind, locked in. Head back, look up. 1, 2, you're going to really feel this on your upper abdominal section. 3, 4, and 5. Inhale as you come all the way back up to the top. Take a deep breath. Exhale as you turn back to the center. Come back and relax. Alright, so now we are extremely well stretched out. We're going to go into some of our standing asanas now. The first one being Trikonasana. One of my favorite postures. Let's practice all together. You're going to open up your legs into almost double your hip width as you come out in this stance, and then turn your right foot out to the right side. Okay, so what we want to be careful of is the front heel should be in line with the midsection of your back foot. Okay, once you've done that, lift your hands up, 180 degrees straight line at the top. Take a deep breath in, lean over to your right side, and as you go down, hold your right ankle. The other arm is going to stretch up as high as possible, and you really want to keep on leaning behind. And as you hold this pose, you're going to feel it in your front inner thigh, hamstrings and chest. Let's breathe here in silence now for 1, 2, 3. Keep stretching your arm up and over. 4, 5. Excellent work. I'm really proud of you for showing up on the mat today. And I know some of these asanas can be a bit challenging, but you're hanging in there, which is amazing. Breathe. 7, 8, 9, and 10. Let's inhale, take a deep breath, come all the way up to the top, 180 degrees once again. Turn your right foot in, take the left foot out. We repeat the same on the other side. Inhale, exhale, go all the way down, holding your left ankle this time. Take your other arm as high as you can, lean behind, and if you can look up, that would be perfect. And then stay and hold for 1, 2, 3, settling down into the posture. 4, and you want to imagine there's a wall behind you and you're just leaning against this imaginary wall. 5, 6, 7, and 8. Inhale as you come all the way up to the top. Take your hands in the front, bring your foot in, relax your hands and release. All right. Wonderful. So that was our Trikonasana practice. I hope you're feeling it across the sides of your body just the way I am. And we're now going to move to Parshvakonasana, which is one level above this, but a really fantastic pose. So keeping your legs wide like this, you can even take them a bit wider. Bend your right knee and once again check the alignment of your leg. Make sure the knee and ankle are in a straight line. Then lift your arms up and we do this together. Lean across to the right side. Take your right hand in front of your right foot. Lift the other hand up. And if this is all that you feel comfortable with, you can stay here. But if you can do more, take your upper arm over and across and then hold full Parshvakonasana in position. Your top hand is parallel to the floor while your chest opens to the front. We close our eyes and we breathe for 1, 2, 3. Keep expanding sideways and outwards. 4 and 5. Bring your top hand all the way back. Place it in position. Lift the other arm up as well. Come all the way back. Turn this in. Take a deep breath. Relax your hands in front of you. Exhale and release. Okay, so that was Parshvakonasana on our right side. Let's now repeat the same on the other side. So, adjusting yourself, preparing on the left. Take your left foot out first. Then again, check your foot and the distance between your legs. Bend your left knee. Lift both your hands up in a straight line. Lean across to your left. Place your left hand to the floor. Top hand, if you can only stretch up here, that's perfectly fine. You can stay here. Otherwise, stretch straight and hold for 1, 2, 3. Feeling this in your chest and your abdomen as you keep stretching. 5, 6, 7, and 8. Bring the top hand all the way back. Take your time. Press against the floor. Find your balance. Sometimes even we can lose our balance a little bit. Turn in as you bring your foot inwards. Take your time. Open your chest and stay here for a moment. Now bring your hands to your waist and let's continue with the next section. So you're going to bring your legs in and bring your feet in together. Okay, so those were some pretty simple, easy to follow along standing poses. Now we're going to go into some sitting asana practices. So come into my favorite, the deep squat, which is an amazing posture If you're of Indian origin, you of course know how effective this pose is and how good it is for your glutes, back and chest. You're going to sit here. Even if this is difficult, try to sit halfway but come down. Chest open, namaskara. Let's breathe here for 5. 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. All right, great stuff. Take your right arm back, take your left arm back, let go, come down on the floor and directly bring your legs into Baddha Konasana, butterfly pose. We're going to interlock our hands, place them underneath the feet and let the legs move outwards with the chest wide open. Okay, sit up nice and tall here. Make sure your inner thighs and your hips are opening as wide as possible. Keep your spine upright and then close your eyes once you're ready. We're going to breathe here for 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Now stretch your chest out to the front. Take your time. We're going into a forward fold. So as you come all the way down, take your elbows outwards. Try to see if your head can touch the floor and really open up your thighs and your chest. Now, if touching the floor feels a bit challenging, it's completely fine. You can be here halfway and also hold. Okay, we're going to do this for about 5 to 8 breaths. Head down, breathing for 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. As you inhale, come all the way up. You can lengthen, come all the way back, release and relax. Okay, nice work. Now what we're going to do is we're going to open the legs out into a wide split. So again, I know this may be a little challenging, but you do it, you make the angle as wide as you can take it and then just hold in position. Okay, once again, interlock your fingers. You're going to lift the hands up, stretch as high as you can, breathe here. And once you are feeling comfortable, take your right arm and stretch out to the right side. Now you're going to hold the right big toe in position and start leaning across on the right side. The other arm is going to come halfway and you're going to stretch in position and hold. Make sure your face is between your hands and you're opening in the middle. Okay, stay here for 1, 2, 3. We keep opening the chest and just tilting forward. 4, 5 and 6. Now very gracefully change position, take your time, come across to the left. Again, hook your left big toe, take the other arm up, stretch as much as you can, and then go into the sideward forward fold as you hold. Remember to open your chest at the front, feel a deep stretch across your body, close your eyes, get settled in, and let's breathe for 1, 2, 3, opening your chest nice and strong, 4 and 5. As we let go, we're going to come all the way back at the top, stretching your arms as high as you can take it. And then when you exhale, take your hands down to the floor and we're going to come into a forward fold. So you come down as much as possible. Toes are pointing towards the ceiling. And as your toes point up, hands to the floor and stretch forward. So your head comes down and you really try to extend and expand your body. Now I understand this also could be a bit challenging, so you can stay here with your elbows or you can stay here halfway like this also. But you just see what feels more comfortable and try to fold forward. Alright, let's stay here and hold. 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. When you feel ready, you're going to walk your hands in, take a deep breath as you come all the way up to the top. Exhale, slowly let go, come all the way back and place your hands down with your chest open and stay here for a moment. Okay, now take your legs in as you come all the way back and have your ankles crossed one on top of the other. So we have returned to a simple Sukhasana pose. You're going to roll your shoulders up and back and sit up nice and tall and keep the attention on your breath. So we're remaining in silence just for a couple of seconds, feeling the impact of the body, observing the changes that are taking place inside us, and just paying attention to all the different changes that we can observe and that we can see happening in our bodies. Right, and now from here we're going to move towards our pranayama practice, followed by a little bit of meditation and finally shavasana. So as you can see, we've just chosen a few asanas. There are many more asanas that you can practice, but just as an introduction and something easy to follow, we chose these practices. Now we're going to move towards the pranayama section. So let's sit up nice and tall, roll your shoulders up and back, keep your chest wide open. Take your right hand into Vishnu Mudra, left hand into Gyan Mudra like this, and bring both your middle two fingers inside, right? So your thumb is outside, last two fingers outside. Place your thumb on your right nostril. Take a deep breath here. And let's breathe in through the left, right? So you're going to inhale, take a deep breath in. Close the left. Exhale and breathe out. Again, inhale and breathe in. Exhale and breathe out. And just remember, you're moving from one direction to the next, and you want your breath to flow slowly and steadily from one nostril to the other. Let's continue now for 5 rounds. Slowly at our own pace. Breathing in. Breathing out. Breathing in. Breathing out. And again, you breathe in through the left. Breathe out through the right. Breathe in through the right. Breathe out through the left. And this circuit forms one full round. We're now going to continue again for a couple more rounds as we go. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Again, breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Now drop your right hand back onto your knee when you finish your final practice. Stay here for a moment with your chest open and expanded. Keep your eyes closed. Keep breathing slowly and steadily. Now the next pranayam, we're going to move towards Shitali or Shitkari pranayam. So for this one, you can either roll your tongue like this, or you're going to place the tongue behind the front row of teeth and keep your mouth like wide open as if it's in a big smile, and you're going to draw the air inside. So this creates a cooling effect in your body because of the water vapor that condenses when you draw it inwards. So let's practice all together for 3 to 5 rounds. We're already sitting up nice and tall. Let's take a deep breath in. You can start with Shitali. Closing your mouth, exhaling through both your nostrils. Once again, breathe in. Close your mouth, exhale through both the nostrils. Again, breathe in. Close your mouth and exhale through both the nostrils. Now we're going to repeat the same with our Sheetkari practice. So placing your tongue behind the front row of teeth. Let's take a deep breath in. Close your mouth, exhale through both your nostrils. Again, breathe in. Close your mouth and exhale. Last one, breathe in. Close your mouth and exhale. Right? So this was our Sheetkari pranayama practice, and I'm sure you can feel the impact and the cooling sensation of this practice inside your mouth and inside the rest of your body. So Shitali, Sheetkari done. We're now going to move towards Brahmari pranayama practice, which is the humming bee sound. Once again, excellent for mind calming and also for tranquilization of your mind. So we're going to take our hands up in this case, using our thumb to close the flap of the ear, pinky finger on the mouth, ring finger on the nose, top two on our eyes. Open your chest, expand your elbows and your arms outwards. And let's get ready for Brahmari pranayama, right? So you're going to take a deep breath in through your nose, breathe in. Again, breathing in. Breathe in. And the final one, breathe in. Now very gently, you're going to let go of your hands as you slowly come down, placing your hands onto your knees, chest open, spine lengthened, body expanded. And you're staying here, feeling those powerful vibrations and just feeling how your body is experiencing this moment. And now as you prepare for the next section, you're going to keep this calm state of mind and we are going to transition into our Shavasana practice. So we're going to change our position, and as you turn over, just get really comfortable as you start lying down on the mat and place your head down, body down, palms facing upwards, and just lie down as gently as you can in Shavasana. So you've got a small gap between your legs, your palms are facing upwards, the body is settling into the mat beneath you. And you're just going to take your time now as you settle down, breathe steadily, and just feel that calming sensation in your body. We're going to remain in this relaxing Shavasana for the next couple of seconds. So really take your time, close your eyes, and just keep breathing steadily. And now as your body continues to drop into the ground beneath you, we're slowly going to start to come back in position, for which you're going to start moving your fingers and your toes, coming into a present moment, joining both your feet together as you take a deep breath. Inhale to stretch your arms all the way up and really expand your body up at the top, toes down, arms up, full body stretch. Exhale as you come all the way down and back, placing your hands beside your body. Bend your legs at the knee joint, take your time. And then slowly turn over to your right side. So you're going to turn to your right hand under your head, body in towards your chest. And we're in the fetal pose where we're going to stay for about 1 or 2 minutes in silence. And once you feel ready now, using your palm to press into the floor, taking your time as you start coming all the way back to the center of your mat, returning to a simple Sukhasana pose. Again, placing your hands in Dhyan Mudra for a moment, chest open and expanded, eyes gently closed. And you're now going to join your hands into a Namaskara at the chest. And we're going to move now towards the end of today's practice with 1 Om and 3 Shantis. So just take a moment to press your palms in, mentally recapping today's practice in your mind, noticing where you felt at ease, where you felt some challenges, and how you're feeling overall after the practice right now. So as you experience all of these different changes taking place, we're going to move to the end now and take a deep breath in. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. And gently now rubbing your palms together as you create some heat or friction. Placing the palms on top of your eyelids for some warmth. Gently releasing as you bring your hands down in front of the chest. Opening your eyes to look at your palms, and then very slowly and gently coming all the way back as you release and relax and come back. Alright, so I hope you enjoyed today's practice as much as you could and you made the most of all the asana, pranayama and meditation practices. As you can tell, this is just a small glimpse into the world of yoga. There's so much more to study and to learn, but starting step is what is really important. So I'm glad you've taken that through today's practice. And I really hope that you carry on this positive energy and this incredible feeling inside you for the rest of the day ahead as well. So do keep up the practice, do have a yogic attitude in real life as well, and we look forward to seeing you in the next video in our next practice. Thank you so much for all your support and your love, and we cannot wait to see you in the next one. Namaste and thank you so much.